Hey YouTube, it's Mario from the channel Budget Bugout, and one of the things that I love to do is spend a lot of time outdoors. So if you guys haven't picked up already, I not only spend time outdoors doing YouTube stuff and reviewing gear, comparing stuff and just really testing it out, but I also spend time outdoors because I enjoy it. I enjoy YouTube, of course. But yeah, I do airsoft in my free time, hiking, camping, spend time with my friends and family. I also am in the military, so I do field exercises from time to time as well. And what I do is I draw from all of those experiences to kind of figure out what the best system is for spending a long period of time in the great outdoors, basically 12 hours, give or take a few hours, more or less. So these are the items that I always carry in these bags that I'm going to show you and have integrated into the system. So if you guys want to stay tuned and watch while I go through my favorite outdoor gear, I'll also leave links for y'all so that if you are interested in any of the gear I talk about, you guys can check it out in the description box down below. So this is just one of those really asked questions because I have so many products, outdoor gear, knives, backpacks, tactical gear that people are always asking, what is it that you use that's cool about this product? What is it that you're actually bringing out there? And the answer just might surprise you guys. Now, of course, a lot of this gear is made for the the outdoor environment, and you're going to look kind of funny walking into center of town with all this stuff. I know I would, living out here in Europe. So I will do a gray man version of this in the future, but this is, like I said, if I'm out in the woods and I'm just kind of by myself, or with a group of people, or just kind of enjoying the great outdoors. So stay with me, guys. You don't want to miss my favorite products, or at least the ones that I use the most. So stay tuned. First off is my Notch hat. Alright, so this is from Notch, and of course the reason for that is because I have these notches right here. I like these a lot. Right now I don't need them because I'm in a shaded area, but if I'm out in the woods, I probably have my Notch hat with me. So that's the first thing. And then around my neck I got a few different things. So I got this shamag. You guys probably are familiar with what a shamag is, but if you're not, this is not only breathable and something that you can wear to kind of keep the sun off the back of your neck, which I'm doing kind of right now, but if it starts raining, you could suffer a little bit less, I guess. And then if it is really cold or whatever, you can kind of wrap this around your neck. And there's it's kind of a multi-tool of fabric, so you can take this and use it as a cleaning cloth. All right, moving along. Before I talk about the knife, I'm actually going to talk about these headphones. So these are from Bose, by the way. I'll link them down below. But basically, just with a touch of a button, I can answer a phone call, and also I can change music. I can make the volume go up and down. I can skip songs, pause, replay, all that kind of stuff. So I really like having headphones. And since I'm talking about this, because this is kind of a pricier item, it reminds me that you guys are asking what I keep on me, what I carry on me. These are things that I saved up for. A lot of this gear I either saved up for, or I really, I'm on good terms with that company in order for them to be able to send me these products because they might be a little bit more expensive. But honestly, a lot of this gear is not super pricey. I just didn't want you guys to be like, well, how much does all of that cost together? This is not a budget video. This is a what gear that I am choosing to carry on me. So some of these things are surprisingly inexpensive. However, this is not one of those things. Moving along to tops knife. This is my neck knife this is known as the MSK 2.5. I think it's called that because of the length of the blade, 2.5 inches, I believe. But what I like about this, in addition to it being, you know, lightweight and, you know, subdued kind of color, is the fact that it has this canvas micarta handle scales, which are, you know, comfortable, and, you know, the knife itself, the handles, is ergonomic. But those handle scales, whenever your hands are wet, and either because you're hunting and you know you're skinning, you're getting blood on your hands, or whether it's raining or whatever, but those handle scales actually, they adhere to you even better in those types of situations. So I really like that quality of canvas micarta, and I just like the knife, and it feels comfortable to wear as well. Okay, so that's everything on my neck. Also, kind of before I move on to, you know, what I keep around my waist, on my hand I keep this Kahlo Ring. This is a silicone ring, and this is a great thing to have, especially if you're someone who likes to work out or whatever. You don't want to scratch your wedding band, and you also kind of want to show that even if you're in the woods, even if you're, you know, working out or whatever, when you come home, you know, you still got your wedding band on, and your wife doesn't feel like she's forgotten. So I just started wearing the Kahlo Ring pretty much everywhere, and I'm actually seeing a lot of people wear these now as well. But I've had it for a couple years and it's still going strong, even though they're very inexpensive. Alright, so moving on to my watch. I didn't want to pull the trigger on the G-Shock, but I eventually got it, and I was kind of glad I did, even though it is, you know, I think like $70-ish, give or take. But I really like this watch, and then I put this pretty inexpensive watch compass on it, and it is, or it's about to be, pointing north, and so it works well enough to be able to, you know, like work in a pinch. So I like having that on me, although I do have a compass on me. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so moving on to what I'm actually wearing. You know, as they say, who are you wearing? Well, this is from 511 Tactical, both the shirt and the pants. This is their multi-cam pattern, and it's very comfortable, and I'll show you some of the features as I go along. But I really like the fact that you can kind of tie it off the ankle so that you prevent the ticks and bugs and stuff from, you know, going up your leg. And I'll also talk about the cargo pocket feature here in a second. But I like it comfortable, they feel good, etc., etc. Alright, moving along to stand up so you can see what I have on my waist, around my, you know, my belt is kind of what's holding a lot of these other items. By the way, I don't feel heavy or anything like that as far as, you know, weight is concerned, or what I have hanging off of me. So any of those you're curious. But moving on to this knife, this is my main knife. So my neck knife is more of a backup blade, but this is from Bradford. This is known as the Guardian 3, and I wear this even whenever I'm at work. I wear this in uniform, and I like it a lot. Can't say enough good things about it. Moving on to kind of this side right at the moment, I have some gloves. I'm not going to go into detail of these gloves because I'm not a big fan of them, because I like the multi-cam mechanics a lot better. Unfortunately, I don't know where one of the gloves went, so I'll have to buy those again. That's why I have these ones. I also have, this is from Night Eyes. This is one of their clips, and what's cool about this is not only can it open bottles, but it can clip things too as well. So I just keep this clip to me. This is where I keep my gloves. That way I can use them and then put them back here whenever I'm done with them. On this side, from Leatherman, I have the Leatherman Signal, and what I like about this is the fact that, yes, it's a multi-tool, right? It does everything that a multi-tool has. It has pliers, it has a knife, and it has a saw, and it has some other tools in it. I'm not going to get too far into it, but it also has a whistle, and it has a ferrocerium rod, and it has a pummel so that you can, you know, punch down tent stakes in a pinch, and then it has a bottle opener as well. And this is from Nightcore, this sheath right here. I'll link it down below, but it's a very versatile sheath. It can be used for a lot of different things, so if you're looking for a good sheath to hold things. And then on this side, this is from BattleTac, this little pouch, but basically it's like a little survival kit that I'm keeping on me, and I'm still developing the survival kit, but you can see this little orange piece right here sticking out, and basically this is parachute, and this is nice and orange, so I can use this to signal for help, or what I use it for, its intended purpose, is for airsoft. I can quickly access this, pull it out, and, you know, let them know to stop pelting me. Alright, And on the inside, I also keep some survival kit items, such as a way of containing and purifying water. I got purification tablets in there as well. I also have a signal mirror. I have a way of starting fire. And then I have a way of focusing the sun's rays and starting a fire in direct sunlight. And then last, I have a couple cards from Readyman. These are little survival kit items to be able to fish and do a few other different things. Moving on to we'll just go into my pockets now. And here I have my keys and I have my phone, and on the back of my phone I have some other items, and including the ability to start a fire with magnesium and ferrocerium block. But I'll let you guys check out what I keep in my pocket in my pocket dump video. That way I'm not bogging you guys down. But we got a lot of cool items that I keep in my pockets in a worst case scenario. You might also notice that I don't have a flashlight and I don't have a pocket knife whenever I'm outside. Part of the reason for that is because they have a tendency of falling out in this type of environment. So I incorporate those capabilities, integrate it into my system in a different way. So you already saw how I integrate the knives. But as far as the flashlights are concerned, on my left side I have this little guy, and this is from, I think, Princeton. But this is a headlamp, and I think it's out of batteries. I was messing with it earlier and I was using it last night. But this has a red LED capability, so you can switch from white LED to red LED. That way you're not blinding everybody else that's around you, because the red lights save your night vision, if you didn't know that already. And then in my right cargo pocket, I have, of course, a map and compass, because you always need those. And this is printed on the right in the rain paper. And this compass is from Sunto, and I was using this yesterday. And I also have, this is monoculars, and I really like these a lot. I was also using this a lot the other day. And yeah, really like this. This is from Vortex. And what I really like about these cargo pockets are that inside of it, it has two other pockets, so you can kind of put things in there. And I like to keep my bulkier items near the back, and then kind of my smaller items near the front, if you guys can see that. And part of that is just for comfort whenever I'm kind of sitting down or whatnot. Alright, and then moving down to what I keep in my feet. I just got some regular socks, or I say regular socks, these are a mix of wool and I think some synthetic materials. These are from Timberland. I don't remember the name of these shoes or if they even sell these boots anymore. This is a good ankle support. You need something, especially if you're going to have uneven terrain, you need ankle support, and I've sprained my ankle a couple times now, so I know the importance of that. I also have Merrells, but I'll talk about that in my Gray Man video, because those I wear pretty much everywhere else if I'm not outside or I'm not in the gym. Alright, so now let's talk about the bags and the items that I keep on me. So this is from VanQuest. So actually both of these bags are from VanQuest, and then all of the bags that I have, which are a lot of them, it's basically boils down to quality as well as how it can be incorporated into your system. So I literally look around my man cave and pick out which bag I want because of what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be going, etc., etc. So this one, I'll carry this on my waist whenever I am out in the woods, and I just like having the ability to grab things, use them, and then put them back here if I don't necessarily need them immediately, like maybe some of these items. So I'll put my sunglasses here at the top pocket, in this kind of the back zipper pocket. The pouch kind of goes all the way down. I still have pieces of garbage in here. I just basically throw my trash in there. And then in here, you can put a water bottle or whatever, but I just have some snacks in here at the moment because I have a Camelback in there, and I'll wear the Camelback whenever I'm outside as well, especially when I'm going to be hiking a long distance. There's another pocket here, but I don't have anything in there. And on this side, I keep my GoPros and my batteries. In this front pocket, I have something I'm reviewing at the moment, which are combat wipes. I like having combat wipes, or whatever it is that you want to call it, just the manly wet wipes when I'm out in the woods, for not only obvious reasons, you know, if you have to use the bathroom if you were in the woods for a while, but also just having this on you, just be able to take a shower on the go more or less, and are really good. I highly recommend having those types of things, whether it be this brand or any brand. And then in the main compartment is kind of where I keep my camera. Obviously I have a camera in front of me at the moment, and then I have, you know, like a little small tripod in there from, I think, called Gorilla Pods. But that's what I keep in here. Obviously the system changes a lot, but you know, if I'm out in the woods or whatever, I like to have just a kind of a shoulder bag. And moving on to this bag over here, also from VanQuest. What I like about this, I don't think I would like this bag, but I find myself using it all the time, just like all this gear. There's a pocket here on the top, and I don't have anything in there. Just kind of leave it so that I can toss something in there if I need to. And on this side, this is an expensive flashlight, by the way. This is the Marauder from Olight. See, it's the daytime, and you can see how powerful this is. And then this side, this is a first aid kit. Okay. Getting into the main compartment, this is the reason I have this bag, is because I just want one gigantic compartment that I can throw everything in, and that's what this does. I don't know if you can see it all, but it just kind of folds right out. And there's a pocket here on this side too. So let's see, did I put anything? Yeah, so I have an extra flashlight and extra headlamp. That's why I have extra headlamps and extra flashlights, because they go out like they just did. And then in here I keep, you know, just a big knife or two. I just like swinging knives whenever I'm out in the woods, just have a good time. This is from Tops Knives. This is known as the El Chete, and then this one is from CRKT. It's known as the Kook, and it's a kukri style knife. It's pretty good. I also have a little hatchet, and this is from Grand Force Burke. This is the small forest axe. It's actually one of the more popular, one of the best. I always on top I keep this little boonie hat, just so I can put some other items that don't get lost in the bag. But you know, I just got some cough drops. I got camouflage, face paint, chapstick. I have insect repellent and sunscreen. Just keep that. I just keep it right on the top. It's the last thing I put in there. And then I think I already talked about. I got a camelback. This is one of the small ones. You throw it on your back. And then I always have just some sort of jacket or something in there in case it starts raining. So that is all of the gear and accessories that I bring with me whenever I'm going into the great outdoors. So if you guys found this video interesting, you can like or share it to somebody else who might like it. You guys can check out those links that I'm leaving down below. Most of them will take you to those Amazon sites where these are sold. And then if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. But hopefully this kind of gave you some ideas on what some of the good gear is out there. This is my own system. This is what works for me, but of course you guys can draw from this, and I'd love to hear your feedback. What are the gear that you bring with you whenever you're going outside, and why are you going outside? What is it? What are some of your hobbies that you go outside, and what is it you bring with you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in that comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, and remember to be safe out there. Bring your first aid kit too, and remember that it pays to be prepared. God bless.
We can take the basement next time and just let's camp in all different spots.
And you stopped to kill your own people.
I didn't know who it was.
Use your eyes.
I couldn't see. He forgot those at home.
Hey,
Well, I had.
first he killed Stefan, and then I was looking, and they shoot at me. I said, this big head, you should recognize. Okay, I'm the only one with that size of head.